Epic intro music.
Walking the palisades of my town, I am joined by Chief Vojan. I find myself agreeing with a lot of the concepts he presents. The futility of prayer particularly resonates with me. Suddenly he turns to me and presses a small leather pouch into my hand. My lord, will you carry this with you for protection? I will keep it hidden, and thank you. A new bird has arrived in the Mews, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. I will take the bird out for a hunt. What if I told you that you have all been taught to believe lie? Vogan continues, throwing a cautious glance around us before pulling up his sleeve, revealing a scar in the shape of Chernobog's mark. Haroon is a liar. Reject the tyrant deity and let Chernobog guide your steps. You are a Colden then. Can you bring down my enemies? Yeah, so this is definitely the quest line for the Cold Ones. We might. If you offer yourself up to Chernobog, you'll be granted powers Perun has kept from us humans. Fingering the leather pouch in my pocket, I slowly nod. Oh, and I think you'll enjoy it, he said, with a knowing smile. If there's any chance to bring down my enemies, I will. Bit of a creepy fella, that one. Although I suppose we're joining his cult, so we're just as bad now. Rabbit after rabbit was caught, killed and brought to me by my new bird. I like this. There's a spot that is unused in the secluded part of the garden. Some people would say it's a perfect spot for a cozy pavilion. That sounds romantic. Let's do it. So, all at the same time, we're taking the falcon out for hunts, we're joining a satanic cult called the Cold Ones, and we are taking part in gardening activities while trying to raise our prestige to plot to overthrow either the Duke of Moravia or Silesia. It has been some time since Chief Vojan was in contact with me. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Vojan? Vohen? Vogen? Since Chief Vojan was in contact with me, I have been pondering what Perun would think of me venturing down this path. But Vojan has already offered me more support than Perun ever has. I have begun studying books on the occult, and so far I'm finding the views preached at the temple to be narrow-minded at best. So let's have a look at our diplomacy. Yeah, we're poor at diplomacy anyway, so I'm going to go with greedy too, because it gives us a plus 10 national tax modifier. So we have gained proud and greedy, and we are also Midas touched, which is quite decent traits for a ruler. Let's head on. The hedge maze and garden are finally finished. The expensive and exclusive details you added have not gone unnoticed, and your garden has gained fame for its magnificence across many realms. While creating the garden, you also learn much about how to make things grow and flourish around you, flowers as well as relationships. I like to see things flourish, especially satanic cults, eh? So we've gained the trait Gardener, which gives an increase to stewardship and learning, which is exactly what we want. I found some cryptic scrawlings written in blood on my bedroom door this morning. The guards say they haven't seen anyone enter during the night, and I dare not ask my diviner to decipher it. Yet I think I understand. The mark of Chernobog. Of course the bargain must be struck. We will carve the mark into our arm. Your reputation as a devout follower of Perun has spread across the lands. Many great and seasoned warriors have since travelled to Praha to pledge their allegiance to your cause. Even though we're secretly worshipping Chernobog, the Black God, that is some good news. Glory to the Thunder God. Levy size plus 25%, that's good. And I've become a falconer as well as a gardener now. So, we've got Midas touched, falconer, gardener, proud and greedy. We received word of your dedication and desire to join the Legion of the True Lord. Await the messenger. The falconer is expecting me as a new hunting bird has arrived and awaits my inspection. Okay, so who is he? He's the spy master, and we could do with him liking us a bit more. So I need to go hunting right now. I've met an intriguing and hypnotically beautiful woman at court. Apparently this Lovorka is a foreign diplomat. I engaged her in a conversation for the first time today, and we spoke at length about our trade routes. I was shocked when she carefully pulled up her sleeve, revealing the mark of Chernobog. She actually appears to be imprisoned by High Chief Radoslav of Rashka, and so it's kind of a bit odd how she's turned up here. But anyway, you're the messenger? The uCantonese smiles. I am pleased to find you not only a charming man, Lycaon, but also one capable of intellectual discourse. The brethren value the pursuit of knowledge, you see, in addition to more earthly pursuits. Her smile turns into a predatory grin as she continues. We'll soon see exactly how committed you are. What do you need me to do? Lavorka escorts me to my bedchamber. I hesitate upon entering, finding it flooded with light as candles form a circle around my bed. Several hooded figures surround the room, chanting in unison. Fear not, brother, power and pleasure, these are the gifts of Chernobog. I like the sound of that. Well, I've come this far, I'm not gonna try and back out now. When I wake up, the cloaked figures are gone, and Lavorka is lying next to me, a smile tugging at the corner of her mouth. Welcome to the Cold Ones, High Chief Lycaon, she says. I hold her close, wondering how I will look back on this moment. So we can say, this was a necessary evil, or I wish you had found me sooner, and get her to like us. It's a budding romance, and we could, depending on her age, she's only 20, so we could get a few extra characters in the series from her. Does the wife know about the affair? Well, it's not really an affair, more of joining a satanic cult, but I'm sure Gaemonic will appreciate that. He's got a few demonic tendencies. If I haven't done my introduction properly in the start of these videos, that's because I'm trying to record just a whole chunk in one go, and then I'm going to edit it down and upload small chunks of the video at a time, so I can maximize the shoutouts. That sounds like a good idea to me. Right, good fun at the moment. Oh, let's just have a look at the surrounding lands. Ooh! And the Franks have declared war on the Saxons. We could join them, because the Franks will surely be able to annihilate the Saxons. But then again, he's a higher rank than us, so we won't be able to... Ooh, we can try and subjugate Saxony. First I want to see how the war goes, because we could potentially do this if Francia utterly annihilates them. However, Francia have 2,000 troops, and Saxony have 4,000, so if anything it looks like it's going the other way. Oh wait, Bavaria is too also at war. We could take Bavaria. Why can't we subjugate Bavaria? But we can subjugate Saxony. It must be because they're tribal. How's Moravia doing? He is also in the Cold Ones, you can see by his attire. No, he too has got more men than me. Ah, the people of Anhalt have progressed beyond our own technological level. Wonderful. So we've gained 50 economic tech points, so we can upgrade something. I am going to go for castle infrastructure. It's none of that technology is too important early game, except trying to achieve the laws. So nobody will support me on that so far, but I don't really want to go for that. What I want to do here is reign for 10 years and change the succession laws. Obviously we're tribal, so we have to keep Gavelkind, but eventually we'll reform the religion, etc. So that's why we don't want to join Germanics. Has anybody had any daughters again yet? Yes! Perfect! Silesia has had a daughter. So she has a weak disposition, but it's alright. We'll arrange a betrothal between her and Gaemonic. No? Why not? Would prefer matrilineal marriage because it's his only kid. Can we send him a gift? 15 for 32, that's actually decent. We can try it again. I don't really expect it to work. It still hasn't quite worked. However, as soon as he has another child, we can get the alliance with Silesia, and that will make it a hell of a lot easier. What about the other Slavic nations? Let's have a look round. Okay, so Lesser Poland, perhaps. He too has only got one daughter. Oh, he will accept it. I can ally with Lesser Poland. How many troops do they have first? 1,500 extra troops we could use. So we're marrying, well, we're betrothing Gaemonic off to the heir to the chieftain of Poland. So that's actually fantastic. That's actually a great idea, because if she remains the heir, we will be able to inherit Poland as well. So we're going to snap that up straight away. And he's accepted an alliance. That's fantastic. Okay, what about Greater Poland also? No. Krakow? Ooh, Krakow's got a daughter too. I'm willing to ally with as many... whoever will take me, basically, at this point. So uCantonese can be married off. Just check that is the correct heir, because I don't want to click the wrong one. No, okay, so his heir is the Chancellor of Krakow for some reason. That's probably because she's only just been born. However, I will still betroth her to uCantonese for the alliance. Okay, so we'll form an alliance with them as well. So we have got 2 alliances. Fantastic. So now we can pretty confidently attack some other countries. So if we... So Moravia do slightly outnumber us. However, with the allies we can bring in and the extra troops, we can probably subjugate Moravia now. As your efforts of gaining wealth grow, all the more determined you sleep less and less, since sleeping is not a profitable behaviour, and we have gained stressed, which isn't good. So we're going to have to make the move on Moravia quickly before our character dies. Everybody's at war, so I'd like to go ahead with this war as soon as possible. I could declare on Bavaria, but I'll only gain 1 province, whereas I could subjugate the entirety of Moravia. And they probably wouldn't mind too much since they're the same religion. And then hopefully these other nations will just join me, although that's probably not likely. So if anyone declares war on Moravia... Okay, you have been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of your rulership. If you wish to mint new coins for your realm, there is a master to the craft that you can hire. Master of the craft that you can hire. Not only will mintage be exquisite, it will be adorned with a glorious portrait of you. So yeah, let's mint the... Oh no. No, we want to try and debase the mints with less precious metals for profits, because we're greedy. And we didn't gain that other negative trait, and now we can declare war straight away on Moravia, subjugation, and call in Poland and Krakow. So, military, raise the troops, call in the allies, and we might not need to raise the tribal army, actually. Okay, so band them together. Oh yeah, we will have to just tell them to attach to my army. Both of them have joined the war. That's great. But yeah, quickly tell them to attach to my army so we can all group together. Let's go meet up with them. Yeah, assign the commanders. I don't want to lead this army. So let's meet up here. Okay, so let's just have a look at this. So he's going to arrive on the 6th of March, and he is going to arrive on the 9th of March. So we want to just stay here. so that we group up with those troops. Okay, and the other army is coming over to join us too. So, if possible, we'll just work around them and try and siege down all their provinces. Princess Levorka of Narona, my sister in winter, oh, that makes sense, wants me to join her for a lark over in Upper Silesia. There is a certain Volve and would-be witch hunter who has been a thorn in our side for some time. It is time to teach the arrogant fool a lesson in manners. Time to dust off my acting skills. This is outside my realm, so we can safely stir up some real trouble. Tour the countryside masquerading as a Volve. We will do that. We found the zealous Volve in Upper Silesia, praying in seclusion. Levorka snuck up from behind and gave the fool a hard kick in the head. As they gave devotion to Baba Yaga, Levorka proceeded to relieve herself on the comatose preacher. Then the butchery commenced. Oh, I was not expecting that. I've never seen that before. Relieve herself on the comatose preacher. Wow. That's how much we hate the current gods. That's the Dark Ages for you. So we can so we can host a decadent feast in the idiot's name. We shall discredit the loyal clergy with a party that will live in infamy. I'm going to go for that. Levorka and I staged a lavish feast in the abode of the dead Volve, taking care to only invite dignitaries who weren't well acquainted. The guests were shocked at the dancers, the half-naked musicians, and the heady smoke from exotic incense. But when we brought in the prostitutes, half the guests stood up and left. The other half were delighted. What will people think of your servants now, Perun? So we've gained 100 dark power for that. So we can... It's the same as... Okay. Hold on, we got to focus on the war. Hold on. The great and mighty Chernobog has given us so much. Now it is time to offer them a gift in return. Chernobog craves a soul to serve them in their dark realm, and we have the perfect kind in mind. Capture and sacrifice a servant of Perun, uCantonese. Okay, so that's enough of that. Is this guy coming or what? Okay, good. They've joined up with us. So what we want to do is we want to siege down this province here and then go back and wipe out their army. Perfect. So now we are going to go back and wipe their army out. We should be fine because we got 3,900 and they've got 2,500. So fingers crossed. The battle looks like it's going well. And we have been victorious. Fantastic. So now we'll head back over to this province and crush this small army. He shouldn't be able to summon warriors. But yeah, we'll just gradually start sieging down all their provinces, and they shouldn't be able to do anything against us now. Okay, so after we take this province, we'll have to head back over there and crush him again. Okay, victory. Right, let's take him out. Right, we should be fine. They've taken out our right flank. We need to sort that out. We don't have anyone commanding the right flank. But it doesn't seem to matter currently. And we've managed to save our prestige, which is fantastic. So we'll crush the army again and continue to rampage through their territory. Oh, this one is not going so well. Not at all. But we have managed to be successful. Okay, so we've captured and imprisoned a couple of them. Oh, and the chief. But we're still only at 84% war score. So it can't have been the main chief. No, it was just a chief, not the high chief. So, we need to sacrifice one of our prisoners for the cult, basically. This guy should do, shouldn't he? Sacrifice him to Chernobog. My steward, Chief Manata, tells me his efforts at praising my name and deeds have been met with a great success. A small army of warriors converged at Praha tribe ready to serve me. I just need to make sure they have someone to fight within a year, lest they become troublesome. So yeah, we'll join the extra troops up with our troops. So what are they doing over there? Okay, we'll band the troops together and then go after Hradec. Okay, and we've dealt with them. We've got a sensible amount on the right flank that time. We'll finish sieging down this province. We're at 93% war score. I'd like to end that one as quickly as possible. And now we're allied with Lesser Poland and Krakow, we should be good. So, we'll offer peace, we'll enforce the demands, and now we have won the subjugation war. Therefore, Bohemia is now already twice the size. So we'll dismiss all the levies. So who is this guy? He's formed a defensive pact opposing us. Well, we're not going to attack anyone else for the time being, so it's alright. So now we can still only have 1,200 troops because we have just vassalized everybody else, so they're still not actually our troops. However, we've now got High Chieftain of Bohemia and Moravia. Okay, so I'm going to nominate Gaemonic to be my heir, because he's my first son. And Gavelkind will split this nation into two, and they'll be able to fight each other in the next part, basically. So I can create the Kingdom of Bohemia here. How much does that cost? Ooh, I only need 3 more gold. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, because if you look at the de jure kingdoms, we now own the whole of Bohemia. So we'll wait a little bit and proclaim ourselves king. Come on, we only need 1 more gold. What are we earning? I can't see it, my taskbar's across that. Anyway, we'll create the Kingdom of Bohemia now. Fantastic. So we've instantly become King Lycaon of Bohemia. We are no longer a high chief or a petty king. We have become King Lycaon. Now, the next aim is to unite all the holy sites under our control. So that involves that territory all the way in Bulgaria. That's not going to be easy to get to. The territory in Kiev, slightly easier to get to. Oh, see, these places are going to be tough to get to. Okay, and where's that? Oh, it's that little one up there. That's going to be tough to get to because we're going to have to go through Saxony to get that. And this one, Lesser Poland have that, so that's technically within our grasp already. So who are our strong vassals now? The Chancellor is no longer a strong vassal because we have stronger vassals. So this guy hates us completely, but it'll be definitely good to get him partially on our side, so I will actually appoint him. I know that seems like a crazy idea, and we'll start fabricating claims on Silesia. Can we send him a gift? We can't because we've got no money. We're threatening, but we're not going to go to war for a bit anyway. And we can appoint an advisor. So, where do I do that? Here. So this guy will be my advisor because he is another one of my strong vassals. Now the thing we've got to watch out here is that they will be able to take us out. We've become King of Bohemia now, so we have to pick a new ambition. Probably just build a war chest if I'm being perfectly honest. So title loss on succession. The High Chieftain of Moravia will break away. uCantonese will be the High Chief of Moravia. However, he will still be our vassal, I expect, because we've upgraded to a king from a duke status. So the advisor has died. I'll make this guy the new advisor. So I can appoint a new commander. I'll appoint this guy. So he still likes me minus 100. However, yeah, this guy's going to hate me forever. But we can just try and appease him as best as possible. Basically, I might try and revoke the titles at a later date. Because once he recovers his levy, he'll probably be able to raise more troops than me. So I think it's wise to kind of sort him out now, even if we get viewed as a tyrant. So other vassals will hate me for it, but he's going to be too powerful. This guy's got a demand size of 2. And he already hates me for it, so I think I'm going to take one of his provinces off him. Oh, I don't have revoke title on. I'm going to have to try and sort that out. Let's try and unlock revoke title. Okay, we can save up for the revoke title thing because he's going to be able to take me on. We basically need to do it because he's going to be able to raise too many troops. So let's have a look at the cultures. No, they're all Bohemian, which is good. Oh, except for this one here. Meissen is Pomeranian. So we will try and settle the tribe. Oh no, you can't do that for some reason. But other than that, it's all good. So we've even gained that Bavarian province there. Okay, so Bavaria are defending against Prince Karl. What about this tiny nation here? Can we just wipe that out? We can force vassalize him. The border dispute loses 100 prestige, so no, let's just do the forced vassalization of this guy. Oh no, we've got threatening, so we don't actually want to do that. Is there a defensive pact against us at the moment? Only one person is in our defensive pact. And who is that? I don't know which one that is, but since there's only one in the defensive pact, I think I can declare war. Okay, let's go ahead with this. Just take out this small kingdom. Oh, there's a peasant revolt there. And a peasant revolt there, but they shouldn't bother us. Ah, my wife is pregnant again. I'm not the father, but we're just going to ignore it again because we need as many shoutouts as possible. Okay, so my allies are sieging down the province already, and we're wiping out their armies, so going smoothly at the moment. Perfect. We all banded together. That's good. Okay, so we'll take this last Slavic province over here. And the defense pact doesn't matter because there's only one person in it. And this war's going to be over in a few seconds anyway. Oh, no, they've got another holding to siege down. That's fine. And Poland are our allies now, Lesser Poland. We don't want to take on Silesia just yet. Bohemia's looking alright though. Quite happy with the progress so far. Okay, so we'll offer peace, enforce demands, yep, and lower the levy. We still only have 2 demand size and we can hold 10, so that's not too great. Can we plot to kill this guy? Get him out of the way. Hey! Oh, and it's a 3rd son in fact. Okay, so I've randomized it again, and this one is going to NoobFriendlyZone. NoobFriendlyZone does some great content. He currently has this Doom series. I believe he's just finished his Doom series where he plays through on the hardest difficulty. It's really quite something. I would not be able to do that. But I definitely implore you to go check out his channel, subscribe to him, and he makes some great content and he uploads regularly. So that's what we're going to call him, NoobFriendlyZone.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And remember, you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram.